The veil of digital illusions. What if everything you believe about the technology cradled in your palms is merely an elaborate web of carefully constructed falsehoods? Welcome to the shadowy realm, where technological truths and myths collide. I'm Dr. Eleanor Richards, and in today's Journey Through the Unusual Science series, we'll peel back the mysterious layers of common technology myths that have enchanted millions. In our hyperconnected world, misconceptions about technology spread with the same viral efficiency as the networks they travel through. Today, we'll illuminate the darkest corners of these digital deceptions. The Nocturnal Charging Enigma. Let's begin with a myth that has likely influenced your nightly routine. Charging your smartphone overnight destroys the battery. This perplexing claim has led many to set alarms to unplug their devices in the dead of night. But the truth: modern smartphones employ sophisticated battery management systems that are far more intelligent than we give them credit for. When your phone reaches 100%, it stops drawing current directly to the battery. The phantom danger of overcharging is just that, a phantom, a digital ghost story told to frighten the technologically cautious. What genuinely diminishes battery life is far more baffling: extreme temperatures and complete discharge cycles. The real silent killer of your battery isn't the nighttime charging ritual, but rather the scorching heat of your car dashboard in summer. The Megapixel Mirage. Perhaps you've been enchanted by the alluring promise of more megapixels equals better photos. This captivating myth has led countless consumers into a numerical labyrinth where higher numbers supposedly translate to superior imagery. The reality is far more intricate and mysterious. Beyond approximately 12 megapixels, what truly conjures photographic magic are elements like sensor size, lens quality, and image processing algorithms. Your 48-megapixel camera isn't capturing more visual reality. It's often using computational sorcery called pixel binning to actually create better 12-megapixel images. This is why professional photographers often speak in cryptic terms about light capture, rather than fixating on the megapixel spells cast by marketing wizards. The phantom app closure. You must vigilantly close all background apps to preserve your battery life. This thought-provoking misconception has spawned ritualistic behaviors among smartphone users worldwide. The enigmatic truth: modern operating systems have evolved beyond our wildest imaginations. Both iOS and Android have developed sophisticated resource management systems that elegantly suspend background applications. Ironically, the very act of closing and reopening apps often consumes more power than simply leaving them in their suspended state. This digital paradox reveals how our intuitions about technology often lead us astray into realms of unnecessary digital housekeeping. The Mac immunity mystery. Macs don't get viruses. This baffling claim has persisted for decades, creating an illusory shield around Apple's computers, the truth lurking in the shadows. While historically Macs faced fewer malware threats due to their smaller market share, creating what security experts cryptically refer to as security through obscurity. This landscape has transformed. As Apple's popularity has grown, so too has the malevolent attention of those seeking to exploit digital vulnerabilities. Today's Mac operating systems are indeed architectural marvels with impressive security features, but they remain susceptible to the dark arts of malware creators. The enchantment of perfect immunity was never real, merely a comforting tale we told ourselves. The incognito illusion. Few technological misunderstandings are as pervasively enchanting as the belief that incognito mode makes you completely anonymous online. This digital veil provides far less concealment than most imagine. While it does prevent your browser from recording your history locally, it does nothing to mask your identity from the websites you visit, your internet service provider, or network administrators. The incognito mode is less an invisibility cloak and more a thin disguise that prevents only the most casual of observers, those who might glance at your browser history, from seeing where you've been. Your digital footprints remain, hidden in plain sight across the internet's vast memory. The refresh rate riddle. High refresh rates only matter for gamers. This intriguing misconception has relegated what could be a universal experience enhancement to a niche feature. The truth is far more captivating. While gamers were indeed the first to be mesmerized by the fluid motion of high refresh displays, the benefits extend into unexpectedly mundane realms. Text scrolling becomes hypnotically smooth, animations flow like digital water, and even ordinary cursor movements acquire an almost supernatural responsiveness at 120 Hz or beyond. This is not merely about gaming. It's about the subtle psychological effect of eliminating the tiny moments of visual lag that your brain processes subconsciously, creating an inexplicably more natural digital experience. The explosive power bank puzzle. Power banks spontaneously explode just from being left in hot cars. This perplexing belief has created unnecessary fear around these portable energy sources. While extreme heat is indeed the enemy of lithium-ion batteries, the complete picture reveals a more nuanced truth. Modern power banks incorporate multiple safeguards, thermal sensors, overcharge protection, and short-circuit prevention, creating layers of defense against catastrophic failure. The rare cases of thermal runaway that capture headlines typically involve counterfeit products that lack these critical protection mechanisms. The enigma isn't that batteries can fail, but rather how remarkably safe they've become despite containing so much potential energy in such confined spaces. The magnetic data destruction myth. Magnets erase digital data. This captivating fallacy emerged from the truthful reality of how older magnetic storage worked. The fascinating revelation: modern solid-state storage, SSDs, smartphones, USB drives, are completely impervious to the magnetic forces that once posed existential threats to floppy disks and magnetic tape. The data inscribed on these modern devices is encoded electrically, not magnetically, rendering them immune to even powerful magnetic fields. This misconception perfectly illustrates how technological truths can transform into myths as the underlying technology evolves, leaving our understanding frozen in time like digital fossils. The 5G health conspiracy. Few technological myths have spread with such viral efficiency as 5G causes health problems. This perplexing claim has led to genuine infrastructure vandalism and widespread anxiety. The scientific reality is far less ominous. 5G radio waves occupy a non-ionizing portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, meaning they lack the energy to break molecular bonds or damage DNA. The mystery isn't in the technology itself, but in our persistent human tendency to fear what we don't fully understand. This fear has historical precedents. Similar concerns emerged with the introduction of electricity, radio, television, and previous cellular technologies. Each time, the shadowy unknown eventually steps into the light of scientific understanding and everyday familiarity. The AI consciousness enigma. AI will soon think exactly like humans. This thought-provoking claim misunderstands the fundamental nature of artificial intelligence. The baffling truth: today's AI systems, regardless of their impressive capabilities, operate through statistical pattern recognition without genuine understanding or consciousness. They are magnificent mirrors reflecting our data back to us in newly organized ways, but they lack the mysterious spark that makes human thought truly human. This isn't to diminish their remarkable capabilities, but rather to place them in their proper context. Tools of unprecedented power and flexibility, but tools nonetheless, operating within the boundaries of their programming and training data. The quantum cryptographic apocalypse. Quantum computers will instantly make all encryption obsolete. This captivating claim has created both excitement and dread about quantum computing's potential. The more enchanting reality: while quantum computers will indeed break many current encryption methods through algorithms like Shor's, the cryptographic community isn't helplessly awaiting digital doomsday. Post-quantum cryptography, encryption methods resistant to quantum attacks, is already being developed and implemented. The race between quantum computing and quantum-resistant encryption is less a foregone conclusion and more an exciting new chapter in the ancient contest between codemakers and codebreakers. The autonomous vehicle safety paradox. Self-driving cars will never be as safe as human drivers. This perplexing claim ignores the troubling reality of human driving performance. The thought-provoking truth: human drivers set a surprisingly low bar for safety. We experience approximately one fatal accident per 100 million miles driven in the United States. Yet we crash frequently, drive while distracted, tired, or impaired, and make countless errors of judgment. Autonomous systems don't need to achieve perfect safety. They merely need to outperform humans, who cause over 90% of traffic accidents. The real mystery isn't whether machines can drive safely, but rather how we've normalized the extraordinary risk of human driving. Beyond the digital veil, as we emerge from this labyrinth of technological myths, we're left with a profound question. Why do we so readily believe these digital fables? Perhaps it's because technology advances faster than our understanding of it. Perhaps it's because simplified explanations are more memorable than nuanced truths. Or perhaps it's because uncertainty about the devices that now mediate our experience of reality creates a cognitive discomfort we seek to resolve through any explanation, even if imperfect. Whatever the cause, the antidote remains the same: curiosity, critical thinking, and a willingness to update our understanding as technology itself evolves. The next chapter, as we conclude today's journey through technological misconceptions, I leave you with this enigmatic thought. The most dangerous myths aren't those we've already identified, but those we still believe to be truths. In our next lecture, we'll explore common food and nutrition myths, another realm where scientific reality often diverges dramatically from popular belief. Until then, I encourage you to question what you think you know about the technology that surrounds you. The truth is often more fascinating and sometimes more reassuring than the myths we've constructed. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of unusual science.